languages. The 5 love languages.
A few weeks ago, a new Indian shop opened right across the street from my office. It was a brand new Indian shop, very traditional Indian shop. So one lunch hour, I decided to go over during its lunch peak hour, very crowded. So I went over and decided to order roti pratas for myself, for my lunch. So I went over to the uncle and I said, "Uncle, 1 egg prata." And the uncle just stood there and goes, so I was confused. I didn't know whether he caught me or not. It was crowded, it was noisy, so I had to say it again in louder voice. "Uncle, 1 egg prata." And he like, "Heard you already, first time 1 egg prata, sit down." Ladies and gentlemen, was there a miscommunication there? Was there a miscommunication between me and the uncle? Obviously there was some miscommunication of the body language. Because body language is a form of communication as well. Like languages like English, French or German, there are many languages in the whole world which we cannot communicate if we do not know the language, right? Body communication is one of them. And ladies and gentlemen, love, which I'm going to talk about, has different communication as well. In love, there are only 5 love languages which I'm going to share with you today. 5 love languages, it's going to change your love life right this instant. Number 1, love language. Some people express the love language, especially guys, especially me, by touch. We like to say I love you by touch and kisses. Especially when my wife touches me in the right places, I feel very loved. Sometimes if she doesn't touch me in the right places, I touch myself as well. Secondly, is words. Some people like to say, "I love you, I love you, I love you, I love you, I love you," over and over again. If you don't say I love you, it means you don't love me. So some people's love language is primarily love. The third kind is gifts. Saying I love you just I'm cutting and me. Talk is cheap. Talk so much, talk is cheap, prove it, man. You gotta buy gifts. Buy gifts. Buy me that purse, buy me that bag, buy me that dress. If you don't buy me things on our anniversary, you don't love me. The fourth kind is of course acts of service. It doesn't matter whether you earn a lot of money, it doesn't matter in a big house with a lot of mates. If you come home from a tiring day of work, it doesn't matter. You need to have the lady do the household chores. So guys, pick up that floor, pick up the mop, pick up that broom, sweep the floor, wash the dishes, help your wife. This way, she will feel loved. And number 5 is of course quality time. Doesn't matter whether you not do all the above. All you need to do is to spend quality time with her. You need to hold her hand, go for long walks by the beach, watch a movie, go for a second honeymoon. If you do that, she will feel loved. So you see, when I knew this concept, it radically blew my relationship away. I took it to the next level. So when I did a test on myself and I found out what my love language was, guys. My love language was, ta-da, touch, of course, guys. Secondly was words. I'm a trainer by profession. I've been training the entire day. And I've been talking. I'm a very vocal person, so I always like to say I love you to my wife. So sometimes when I'm at work and she's at work and I miss her, I'll take out my phone, I'll SMS her, "I love you, dear," every hour or so. And then sometimes, you know what's the problem? She doesn't reply me on. No matter how many SMS I send, she don't reply me on. And I get so frustrated, I'll call her and say, "Hey dear, I send you SMS again. Do you receive it or not? I love you." And she'll be like, very busy tone, like, yeah, got it, busy, bye." And she hang up the phone on me. Do you think I feel hurt? Do you think I feel rejected? Second incident. Whenever after a long hard day of training, I'll come home, I'll put on my bag, I'll step into the house, and I'll find, where's my wife? And there she was in the kitchen, cooking dinner. How lovely, right? And then I'll take a look at her and she'll be like perspiring and sweating with the apron and all. She'll be cutting things. The kitchen will be hot and stuffy. And things will be boiling and running water will be running and she'll be very busy. And I did what was my love language, right? I went over and I did this. "Honey, I'm home." And how she react? Hot, sticky, don't touch me lah. Go do yourself lah, cooking. Do you think I feel hurt? Do you think I feel rejected? So I'll be a bit slightly angry already. So after that, we will have our own dinner. During the dinner, we'll have very quiet dinner, of course, and then after dinner, she'll come up and say, hold my hands and say, "Dear, can we talk?" I've been talking the whole bloody day already. The last thing I want to do when I reach home is to talk, right? So I said, of course not, tired lah. Can we talk another day? So she was like flaring up. So she said, since you don't want to talk and so much time, want to go shopping or not? So guys, let's face it, 90% of the guys don't really like shopping, right? The 10% of the guys who like are actually gays. So for girls here, if your boyfriend or husband claims that he loves shopping either, you better check again. So this radically changed my relationship with my wife. So I immediately took the same test and I tested it out on my wife. So after I ran through the test with her, I found out that her primary love language is actually X and time. See the problem over here? You see the potential mismatch? So that was when, do you think I had to speak the love language in her language in order for her to feel loved? So do you think I'll still send SMS? Waste of SMS, right? It's not her love language. So the next day I come home after a long hard day of training, I'll put down my bag and I'll see her as usual in the kitchen cooking, sweating, perspiring, lots of things cooking and she'll be cutting. Do you think I'll go over and hug her and kiss her? Do you think so? Of course not! I'll do her acts of service, right? I'll go over close to her and say, honey, I'm home. Can I help? Wow, she will smile and say, yes please, can you cut this, can you wash this, can you wash this? So I will do. So she'll be smiling the entire day already. So after that, we'll have dinner. I'll clear the table for her. I'll bring out the dishes and we will have a very quiet meal together. And after that, I even go up a notch higher, man. Dear, after dinner already, wanna talk? So when a guy says wanna talk, it usually means 2 or 3 sentences flat. For a lady, it means a 45 minutes conversation. After the 45 minutes conversation, I said, since we are time up, wanna go shopping? Hua! That night, after I gave her all the love languages, I got a lot of physical love, man. What's there? So ladies and gentlemen, the point here I'm trying to say is, love, like any languages, has different love languages. Whether you're currently in a relationship now or going into a relationship, knowing your love language and knowing what your spouse's love language is, because if hers was gifts, don't have to do anything, just go home and nah, she will feel loved. So ladies and gentlemen, last part I'm going to point to you is, what is your love language today? Thank you.
Okay, let's now observe 1 minute silence.